Yes, so hello everyone. Good evening. I think it's already evening for all of us, for me and my guest as well. My name is Daiana. I am from Yoga Lives, and this is your 5 minutes to transform lives. The series of interviews where I bring spiritual entrepreneurs, meaning people that have a holistic approach to life, to talk to you about problems that they can solve in a transformational way in about 5 minutes. So I always come up with a challenge for them and a set of questions that they already know. And today I have with me our beloved Katherine Billmeyer from, well, she is right now in Austria, but I'm not sure. Are you Austrian?
I'm half French and half Austrian. Hello.
I see. Hello, hello. Nice to see you. Wonderful. And she has Sara with her. Hello to you, Sara.
Hello. Yes.
Wonderful. So, Katherine, please tell us a little bit about you, because I've seen many things on your page, and the one that I recently found out, well, basically there are two things: your website, and that is in German. So my knowledge in that is absolutely almost none. I can just pronounce some words and do some reading, and that's about it. So you have to tell us about that. And the other thing I know about you is your approach towards empowering children. So I love to know about both of them.
Okay, great. Hi, everyone. And I'm really grateful for this possibility. Thank you for Diana.
So am I. Thank you so much for joining.
For all your work, what you put up here, that can happen. And I'm here, I would say a magic maker, international working. And since 20 years, I'm working with energies and changing and transforming, just sometimes with one sentence, the whole life of people. Wow. Not just in coachings, but really also, during my life, I'm living it. I'm truly living it. Yes. So everywhere where my energy needs to go and just give something up, I'm just giving it. And I'm also an author of an upcoming book, which is called Soul on Fire, and is a possibility to start from, problems orientated, yes, to really having a fulfilled, orgastic, purposed life.
Correct. I'm so happy, and congrats for the book. What language is it going to be
in? English. In English.
Amazing.
And for the website, we have also an English website, and where you can also find out more. It's still in work, but it's the main thing is already on, I would say.
Excellent. Good, good, good. Probably I just didn't find a button that said English, so that was why. Because you have so beautiful picture. I was like, this is so nice. And then everything popped up in German. I'm like, oh, what to do now? But what is the name of the website? Can you please tell us? Or the name of your page even here on Facebook?
It's im Moment sein. So it's yes, immomentsein.com.
Okay, and how do we translate that?
Being in the moment.
Because I was thinking it's something like that. I was like, oh, I'm not sure. Better ask the specialist.
Being in the moment.
Being in the moment, that's so beautiful.
That's for me also the most important. The life is now and not in the future and not in the past. It's now. Correct. And creation is happening now. And
now, correct.
Future, and not with all your thoughts, feelings, emotions, of course. And yeah, and the changes is also not in the future and not in the past. It's now.
Correct. I love that. So nice. Okay. So let me just go to the question and ask you, because you have Sara there with you, and she is a client of yours. So that's very nice, actually. We get a hand-on-hand approach here. So I can ask you, Sara, the same thing. Basically, my first question for the people that I interview is, what are the problems that you mostly solve? And clients coming to you, people coming to you, what are the main problems? And maybe Katherine can say, and then Sara, you can say, if you can, your specific problem, what got you to meet Katherine, and that would be great.
Great. So people come with all sorts of problems. For me, the problem which is, because I'm not working with a problem, I'm more concentrated of, like, my work is more like weeding in the unconsciousness.
I like that.
to get the roots out of what you think is a problem. So we transform already instantly the thing, but mainly the people which are coming to me especially are coming with a problem on the surface, but are really heart and soul seekers. They all know that there is a life beyond this reality, what everyone is living, and they want to live from this different platform, I would say. Like children, innocent, from your, innocent, and where you don't need your ego and your programs and limitations, but where you can really create something out of beyond this reality, really. Because that's our possibilities, and that's what I'm strengthening people actually and inviting them.
Wonderful.
So, and Sara, what would you say?
I would totally say the same thing, because we were just speaking about this a bit before reading through your questions, and we were saying how people come thinking they would like to have better relationships, or they're not sure if this man is really for them, or they have issues with health. And yes, that gets also moved and resolved through Katherine's work. And actually what they discover is this totally different space. And I know for me it was the same. I was really stuck in kind of expectations and how life should be, and then you go to university, then you get a job, and all of that was so unfulfilling for me. I was really
for me as well,
frustrated, miserable, lost, and I didn't even know what I was searching for. But I know that kind of it was so narrow, and I felt so bad, and I was like, yes, please, I will do anything. And then somehow Katherine, I found my way to Katherine and had the first session with her over Skype, and then after that, just my life began to really expand. And what I was really grateful in the beginning, I guess, when we grow up in the world today, you are kind of stuck in how everybody's living, and you think that that's all there is to it. And there is this part in you, which Katherine said, like this innocent, childish, which knew that there was something else possible, why you came and what you came for. And you forget it along the way, and you don't even know that you're looking for it. And then you come to Katherine thinking that you want a better relationship, or your university is bad or whatever. And then you start just remembering all those glimpses of magic. And I've been since 3 years already now very closely even working with Katherine and taking most of the classes and programs. And it's just like more and more of this.
More of you.
More of me, and more of remembering, and more of like, and that is also possible. And wow, this is also life. And it's like totally mind-blowing.
True. Wow, I like that so much. But Katherine, then I don't want to go to the next question until I ask you, because you mentioned something that has been intriguing me lately, and is like a whole universe that opened to me. You mentioned energy and energy work and all that. Can you please be more specific, or tell me exactly how you got into this and what exactly you do, or how do you work with that?
Lots of questions at the same time. So great. I love your
juggle with something.
Yes, super. So I would start like, I was miserable. I was in a relationship, in a marriage actually, where I was more gone already and more dying than being alive. And I got also a child. I have a son, 22 years old now. And it was, I couldn't stand it anymore. I was so frustrated. And so, I knew I need to change something, or I'm gonna go. And then I started with a book which falls in my hand. When you start asking questions and when you start really choosing something different, then life and the universe just bringing you everything. And then I did a lot of workshops and worked with mainly 3 teachers for nearly 10 years. And I started after 3 years, I was already an assistant from one teacher. And so I was every 2 weeks, I was in workshops. And that's how my capacities came back, which I, totally put down. So I have some mind-blowing capacities where I can see through stuff. I can see into your body. I see the energy when it's blocked. I see different ways actually how you express it. Actually, it's your information field. And I believe that we are all energy. That's more than what here is for our program mind we can capture here. We are also so much bigger than, just our body.
Yes.
And for me, it's a big system. We never speak about just the body, but really your whole energy system. And everything is possible. Energy can just change in a total other different expression. And I also don't believe in what I see.
Okay.
Because everything is a possibility, and it's, for me, it's more a way of finding our way home.
Okay, got it.
So wherever we start, if that's a thought or if it's something, which is bothering you, it's always an invitation from your higher source, actually, to find your home back. You're back home to your source and to your higher guidance, to your higher clarity, to your higher alignment, I would say. Yeah.
Okay. Do you guide this transformation? Do you guide energy? Do you do something like, or is it that you teach the person how to do that? Like in terms of manipulating the energy, how does it really work?
So at the beginning, when I start the first time, we just do Notfall. What is that?
Kind of like emergency.
Emergency, because, we want to get more ease and lightness in the body, so the person can relax in a second.
Kind of like first aid.
First aid.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, first aid.
Yes. And then after that, if the person wants to go on, because it depends, of course, of the person's choices, then of course there is the possibility to get taught, and to also, I would not say so much about teaching. It's more, my invitation is always lying in that, to make it available for you to have the connection to your source, to your capacities, to your wisdom, to your clarity, to your awareness, actually.
Correct. And you said that everyone is capable of doing this.
I just wanted to say that because when I met Katherine, I was like, well, Katherine has this special skills, and that's only Katherine. And I am a little Sara around here who can receive the gifts. And the more I am with Katherine, the more workshops I take, especially Katherine has these body talk workshops, which happen all over the world, where we travel and a specific group of people meets there, and it's all about this awareness and energy. And the more I take part in that, the more I discover, wow, I can do that too, and I can do this as well. So it's available, and Katherine kind of contributes to you to reconnect with what you are and what you can.
My world is so magic. I wake up in the morning, and for me, it's just like a kid who doesn't know how the life today is going to be, or the day today is going to be. And it's just going out and wondering about the plants and the beauty, and looking what is available and what I can create. And then things start showing up during the day, and it's very mostly magic, really magic. Things which I would not have believed how the universe can, synchronize like a symphony and bring people together and all that. So I love this life. And that's why, from where I was, where mainly people were, and knowing what is possible, and still I know there is more. So that's my invitation for everyone, actually.
Yes, and I like that so much, because just tonight I started a new series of lives, and of giving is my weeks of serving, and I invited people. I'm gonna challenge on my group, and we're talking exactly about this, about the magic of life and happiness and all that. And these 2 weeks are gonna be encouraging people to give, because it's like you give and you get enlightened. Because I told you, it's like a portal that opened to me about energy recently. And all these frequencies and everything, and I've been reading and going to courses and experiencing this, and it's like a new approach, like something was hidden, and I'm like, there's a whole universe out there. And I could understand it mentally before. Now it's becoming more into my awareness, more like I'm open to it. I can sense things in the house. I'm having a beautiful conversation with the plants. And I used to be a tree hugger even before, but now I'm like, I kind of know what I'm doing. It feels more natural, and it's a whole new, like you said, it's like magic, like a child exploring and saying, ooh, there's a talk everywhere if you get aligned and tuned into that. So the whole thing for me right now is like offering and giving, because we tend to accept something and expect something in return. And I'm like, no, wait a second. So, because we want, right? We want so many things. As women come to me, and we want abundance, we want love, we want many things. Then I'm like, wait a second, let's just give first, because the universe is giving. And then we're going to build the frequency of giving. And the opposite, let's say, or at the same level is the receiving part. So it's going to work that way. So today I had this thing, and I was just chatting to the women there and saying, yeah, let's do this for 2 weeks and let's see what happens. Because I'm sure that we're all going to have unique experiences, and magic is going to happen if we just give. Just keep on giving.
And may I give you the next level of that?
Of course, that's why you're here.
So the next level
from you
could be, I mean, you check it out, but could it be where you don't give anymore with the purpose of giving,
yes.
But in receiving totally you and being you and receiving this energy and allowing this energy to express it in different ways into the world, then you start suddenly receive yourself, but actually gifting yourself also at the same time. So we can't speak about anymore about receiving or giving,
yes, or giving, correct.
Because it just really be.
Correct. Yes, it becomes a union. Correct. Yes, I completely agree. Got it. I like that. I'll do it after these 2 weeks. I'm gonna go on a holiday, and then we shift to next level.
Right.
These are my baby steps. Amazing. So the second question is about the situation all over the world. I wanted to see if you felt, and especially since you work with energy, that must be something amazing for you, and for Sara as well. Now everyone there can do it. So even I'm getting influence from you. So how was it about the energy in the pandemic? What did you feel about people? What could you actually see from your point of view? Because you are aligned with all this, and you see more than, say, people that are not so aligned can actually perceive. So what about the consciousness, or even if you want the subconscious even more?
Yeah, so I would say, I mean, for my life, nothing changed really, because I'm not really living in this kind of reality. I have my wonder and magic reality.
Yeah.
And I don't buy so much into that. And even if I start buying into that or having thoughts, I have tools to change that.
Yes.
So I can stay in my alignment. And what I just see is that it brings still a lot of stuff up for the people, which is great. And it's a great invitation to wake up for the people, for the world.
Yeah.
And it's like, for me, it's like the universe bringing us a possibility to look at if we truly want to believe all that, if we truly want to give up our authority to other people, if we truly want to believe other authorities, then our true knowing. And if we truly want to stay in the slavery, what we are already, most of them are living in and buying into that, and so limiting ourselves with that. So that's more also the possibility to having a look to your priorities in life. And what I saw is that more families had more possibilities to come together again and nourishing, get nourished differently. And I think all that, staying at home and I wake up, I always ask, how can we use that to our advantage, whatever shows up, to create more consciousness on this planet Earth and to change what is not working for each of us.
Correct. I like that. Very nice. And a lot of people that I've interviewed so far, and me included, I also had a little bit of moment, with a shift. And that was after watching the news, which I normally never did. And then having a conversation for 1 hour with my parents just on the topic, and that disturbed me a lot. And the rest of the time I was I actually felt that I helped a lot. And it was a time where I was able to use my strength and my gifts to the people and be there and support. And I've seen many people who have actually transformed their lives during this time. And then they came from a place of anxiety and fear, And they decided to find a solution to that instead of, just going deeper into that state, but thinking, okay, how can I do that? And the moment they started transforming, it was awesome, and everything just changed, and they realized, like you said, this slavery and everything that we allow to come to our mind and take control over us. So I'm happy to hear that for you. Most of the women, actually all of them that I talked to, they were like, oh, well, for me, nothing really changed, because by now I already have the resources to manage all these changes. So yeah, I'm happy. And then we can help others from that state, which is amazing.
I would say that we work so much. We had nearly every day a class, an online class for going through that, because I mean, it brought really a lot of stuff up, and it's an intensive time also to stay in your alignment.
Correct.
Katherine actually did a really long interview for the Authority magazine, exactly on this topic, and different tools that people can use in such unexpected, uncertain times, and also what her perspective is of the entire situation. So if you wish, we can maybe share it later in the link under the video.
Yes, please, and post it in the comments on my video as well on my page. That would be amazing.
Super.
I always ask the people that come to post, because then people can, go to your page and like and add you and all those things, rather than me just posting it. So yes, definitely, we'll do that. That's amazing. Okay, and my last question is about coaching and mentors. You already mentioned you had 3 teachers. So I'm always trying to encourage people also here, my audience from Romania, where we're slowly approaching this side, but I think there's still a lot of room. We're not as advanced as in other countries, but at least I want to know your opinion about having a mentor, or many other mentors, not just one, and coaches in life. How has that helped you?
It helped me in many ways. First of all, always to find my blind spots. Because when you have your blind spots, you can search around, and if you ask questions, but when you are blind, or when you want or choose to be blind, there is no way that you see your blind spots. So that's the first thing for what a coach is really good, or a mentor. And then at the beginning, I always invite people, if they really truly want to change, have a big change in their lives, and to have somebody who takes their hand and start from where they are and guide them through that, in the time and space of the person's wishes, of course, and the choices.
Correct. I like it so much. Exactly like this. I always feel it's a guidance that you receive. And you have to have trust. I think many people are lacking here because they forgot to trust in others. They forgot their intuition a lot. And then it kind of becomes difficult, and we always say, well, what can that person show me, or how can they make it better? Or you're just in a very bad state of your mind, and then it becomes harder. But allowing that and just trying to just give it and allow someone else to guide you for your best, I think it really brings a lot of benefits.
You just, you don't need to trust. I always tell my clients, you don't need to trust anyone. Okay. I think that's a program, actually, which limits us again. But what we need is to be aware of and asking questions.
Yes, true. I agree. Yeah. Okay. So I'm always thinking about a challenge, but now I have Sara with us. So Sara, would you mind if I ask you to do the challenge? In the sense that the challenge is always like, actually, maybe I have my own challenge. So maybe we do both. We have to use Katherine a lot tonight. Okay. It's later for you. So before you go to sleep, just make sure that I give she gives us the magic that we want. So basically the challenge is that you put yourself in the shoes of a person, but now you already went to Katherine having some issues. And if you could tell us exactly, or pick just one and say, what is the problem that she has to solve for you? So you can pick any big concern or anything that you had or that you have, and then express that. And Katherine has to say her transformation away, meaning she has to transform this problem that you're coming to and find a solution to it. The first steps, whatever it is that pushes basically the person forward to just start doing that thing, right? Because if we don't, like you said, if we don't have that awareness, then we can't move forward. We're just gonna stop no matter what we hear. So that is, and then I will have mine.
Okay. And shall I pick something current one, not the one, because what I came to Katherine with that is 3 years ago, that is, or three and a half.
Definitely pick something current. Like she said, the power of now. If there is anything left, please.
Mm-hmm. That's funny because Katherine just before this did like she has weekly Fun Splash where she actually offers exactly this to everybody on Facebook for free. So it's kind of mini coaching, and everybody can come up and get this next step. So it's funny that you just proposed that again.
Yes.
So for me,
I said you're giving her a lot of work, but she said her magic wand. So
I mean, for me, my challenge at the moment is I know these moments when I'm really fully connected and committed to my life, and not even from the thinking of what my life is, but from this, what really touches my heart and what I know that I'm here for. Yes. And when I'm connected with that, and when I allow myself to receive that in me, everything flows and everything is so easy. And then sometimes I choose, and it's totally my choice, to get stuck in other stuff. And then everything gets so...
like there's no flow. Just... Yeah. Okay.
And so what is required and what can I be and do to stay even more on track and even more committed to myself and to this and connected and receiving this, what I'm truly here for.
Mm-hmm. So I have two possibilities. I can work instantly with her and change it instantly. I'm not sure if you want that to see, or...
I want to see everything, and she's going to be very happy if you do it.
So what my question would be, what have you made so real, vital and valuable and überlebensnotwendig?
Like
survival,
like required for you to survive.
Required to survive. To think that you need to distract yourself from your power and your capacities and your focus. And everything that is, I am now allowing and willing to destroy and uncreate that all. Right and wrong, good and bad, put on and shorts, boys and beyonds. Right and wrong, good and bad, put on and shorts, boys and beyonds. And everywhere where you both that you need to be like every other body and doing the same things like everyone, which you are aware of, and buying into your awareness that that's how you should do it and live it and be it, are you now willing to destroy and uncreate that all? Through all timelines, dimensions, realities. Thank you. Right and wrong, good and bad, put on and shorts, boys and beyonds. Great. So on a scala from 0 to 10, how much lightness do you feel in your body now? Where were you before and where are you now?
Well, before I was more in my head and not really so much in my body. And kind of speaking from a reference of that and not really from being connected. And now as you were speaking, my belly? Like my belly and my underbelly and my entire hip area got very ticklish and expanded, and somehow, and also I feel softer.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
You look smiling. You were like, when she talked and said that, you were like,
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
You just had a cake.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Yes, other words for other people who, I mean, I know already, Sara, I know that I can go directly into with that, but for other people, I would just, if they want it slower, because I can work also slower, of course, I would just recommend to invite them to get more conscious of their patterns. And for what are the patterns for? What is the advantage to still stay in some patterns?
Okay, got it.
And get that more conscious. And with more consciousness, sometimes you can move on step by step.
Or you do subconscious and it's very quick.
And then of course, you know, we dig, and with that we have this like an onion, you know, we just got that out, and then we find something else emerging, and then we work with that.
I see. Okay, nice. I like that. So I'm not sure I want to have my challenge now.
Go ahead, you can do it, Daiana.
I love it.
Thank you. Okay, so for me, I usually come up with things that are not related. Last time I took something that was related to me, actually the last 2 times. So now it's like, lately, I don't know how lately, it's been on and off for quite a while, but I have moments. That's how lately I'm into inner energy from all fields, from quantum physics to Qigong, Tai Chi, and everything. And I do yoga, very traditional style where we actually talk about meridians, energy, and all that. It's not a physical approach to anything, but still, I feel like I have moments when I'm very low on energy. Like physically, I feel like I'm asleep during the day. I can sleep for 9 hours and still required to have a nap during the day. My focus is down. It's like I can't really get things done. I'm a Vata person as well, if you know a little bit of Ayurveda and how it goes. So I'm airy, but I'm also fiery. Like I'm the person that goes, does, achieves. My mind goes to 10 places, but I have clarity on it. And this has been a time lately, well, like I told you, I feel like in a sense it opened a portal towards energy, because for me right till now it was like, well, okay, energy, I heard, I know, but I don't know what to do with it. I'm not aligned into that. So I also feel intuitively that it's been like a path towards this, something that I have to learn, study, experience, and approach. On the other hand, I'm still curious. So in the last 1 week or something, I even got a course from my Valley of, forgot her name, Donna Eden, I think, on energy medicine. Starting doing those things, started doing some Qigong, going to the park, because I feel I've been in the house and also we've been trapped and locked down, and it's a beautiful and huge house, but still no connection to it. Not that I felt before. Now I feel like I want to be in the grass. I want to touch the grass. I want to feel the air, the water. I'm going by a lake. I need it. Otherwise, I feel like I am, like my energy literally flows into the ground. I can't pull it up. So that's like, what do you think about this, and what would be a solution, and what to do more and what not to do?
Okay. I'm not gonna, first of all, I don't see it as a problem. I just see that you have an awareness of some changes which are happening already in you. Okay. And then I always invite the people to ask your body. But what I heard also is also specific for August energy, where everyone who was more, and that's how I perceive you, for me, you are more a very, an energy which is very floating and like, very airy and all that. So, and in special in August, all that is changing. So everyone who was more airy needs suddenly to change it into more grounding and getting more, with feet on the ground and really be here more, also more embodied. So that's perfect that you go, and want to sit in the grass. So just listen to your body. And then what I heard also is that there is, I have an awareness that you might have some heaviness and slowing down, and some like you say, more tired.
Yes.
Which is not even yours. So I work with this amazing tool where you can ask your body, truth, not come from your head with the answer, but truth. If something is true and is a yes to the question, then it's very expanded and light and brings even more lightness in. And if it's not true, then it makes it
shrink,
contracted. Yes. And so my question would be, is it true that you are aware of lots of tiredness and heaviness at the moment in the world and surrounding you, that you are aware of and buying into that it's your body actually? Truth.
Truth.
Great. So now I give you, and of course the people who are watching, everywhere where you're such an amazing awareness and healer also, and buying into whatever you feel or sense or aware of in your body, what your body is telling you, then please start to work with that. That works amazingly. Send all the energies, thoughts, feelings, emotions, everything what you are sensing. Ask, is that really mine? Yes or no? That's very fast. And then you send it back with total consciousness.
Okay.
That's your gift to the world. So the other person has more possibility to get it easier conscious. And it's out of your body. You don't heal from this platform anymore, but you are gifting it as more consciousness. And then you go with this long clearing sentence, pock and pot, just with a short one, pock and pot. And you do this as long until you get lighter. Okay. And sometimes I need to do that really the whole afternoon to really get back into my energy. And don't buy in whatever comes your way or your body is telling you. Just see more your body telling you, your awareness, what you have around the world.
Got it. Excellent. I like it. So what was that saying again? Can you please repeat that?
Pock and pot. Pock and pot. It comes from Access Consciousness. I work with the tools. I give also energetical bars. I'm also teaching some tools from them with a license, so you can work with that too. The only thing what you need to do is we meet. Either I come to Romania and we do a bath class or body process class. That's also available. Or with raindrops, with oils. I work also with oils. And we just, put something up and I come to you or you come here or whatever.
Yeah, definitely. Please let me fly, because I need, every person. I love to do that. And we're about to have a holiday soon. So definitely let's get in touch, and I'd love to do that. So thank you so much for the resources. And yeah, that's very good. So so to summarize, we ask if that feeling, whatever it is that comes to our body, belongs to us, if it's really from the body or if it's coming from outside. And we just ask this as a question of truth. And if we expand the moment that we give the answer, when we ask, then it's truth. And if we're shrinking, that means it's not. And then we just decide this, become aware of it, and with full consciousness, just send it back and as a gift, and say that it doesn't belong to our body, and just send it back into the universe. Correct?
Yes, we send it back to the
kind of original sender.
Original sender.
Original sender, which we know or we don't know. We just
to all the original senders.
All the original senders, got it. So
you don't need to know from whom. The more awareness you get, the more at the moment for me, I start behaving very funny. I'm taking on more consciously. I'm seeing how I very easily start behaving like other people's, which they would behave, and they are not allowing it because that's not good, or their points of view on that. And then I just go like, who does that belong to, and then send it back.
I see. Okay, very nice. Good.
It's an Access Consciousness tool. It's amazing, and it works for all my clients and even for kids. If you have kids, please, when they come home, please just do that. From school, when they come home from school or kindergarten, or from parents or grandparents who filled them up with interesting points of views, actually, which are not at all their views, just please give them a possibility to clean that out every evening, at least in the evening before they go to bed. And every person should clean that up anyway before you go to bed.
Correct. I like this. This is something I've heard many times, and people kept asking me, how do I deal with people? How do I not get influenced? I said, no, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. And then I think over the years, because I never felt it, sometimes I have this boom moments, that it goes down and then it comes back. But it's not probably because I don't see it as immediate cause and effect. Then I don't relate it. And then I keep wondering, like, what happened here? But thank you so much for reminding me of that in August again. So, and what was again the I won't say the secret.
Pock and pot.
Pock and pot. I like that very much. Pock and pot.
POD. We can write that later.
Yes. Please do. Sounds
And
great.
I have an awareness concerning you with children. So what is that?
Yeah, I am at the kindergarten, and I was till the pandemic, but probably school is gonna start soon. So I go there, and I'm a non-formal educator. So yeah, when you mention children, I teach them relaxation, like you said, exactly, getting out of patterns, not having blockages, enjoying life, having their own thoughts, feelings, emotions, and developing from that. So that is and it is actually, I'm very much keen on education and what different education than what we have been taught, when we can actually express, be more focused on the feelings, allowing our creative side, like she said, not going all this, have a job, get married, have kids, I don't know, the box kind of, the copy paste kind of stuff. So yes, I'm very much into it. You got it.
Please tell them and do the exercise with sending everything back. I would say nearly 95% nothing is ours, really. It's just, hi, sweetie.
Hello, yes.
Hi. That's a big master here.
Yes.
Hi.
She's my sweet baby.
Yeah, she is big. Amazing. So yes, please teach them that and do it with them. And they can teach that to their parents too. I have families where, sometimes we forget it, and the 3 years old little one, and the brother, and no, actually the sister comes home like that from school, and the brothers open the door, sees her, and start saying everything which is not yours, and then she gets a big smile and she's sending back, and everything is fine. Or even at the meal, where everyone is, the mom is saying, I have had I have headache, and then a little one is saying, is this really yours? So
I love it.
That you're aware of all the intensities in your body. Please ask if it's really yours before you do a big stuff with that, and send it back with consciousness. That's your biggest gift. We as a healer, we don't need to heal anymore through our bodies. That is very ancient.
Yeah.
But now we can really just send it with total consciousness, and that's gonna make its way. People can choose.
True. I like that. Yeah, very nice. I'll definitely teach them. I won't forget. It's very important, and I like it, and I'll implement it here because I also need this. So I haven't been aware of this. I've never thought about it. I never considered it like a possibility. And like you said, yeah, probably. I mean, not probably, for sure. You're very right in picking up things that actually don't belong. But it's always good to know how to send it back.
Yes,
from a place of love, and sending it back to the sender, and reconnect to yourself.
yes.
Amazing, Katherine. Thank you so much for being with us and for sharing all these things. I'll pass it on for sure. I love it. And I love to meet. Let's talk about that and see what can be done. You have something very special from my grandma. Something in your physicality, the way your face looks, your smile, your cheeks, something. When I saw your picture, I'm like, wow, this is like grandma when she was younger. And I was like so impressed. It's something that you have from her. So I'm very happy that I met you. I don't think that any other people looking like my grandma.
Well, I love the heart connection in that, and I'm looking forward to create with you something out of that, and even greater and bigger. And let's see and meet and just PN, and I have lots of information because you are very open to receive. So that's great. So whenever you want to get them, you just show up.
I will, definitely, for sure. Let's continue the conversation. I love that. And thank you so much, Sara, for sharing with us how you felt and what your challenges, and for being with us. And have an amazing night, because I think it's going to be magical for you.
Yes, it is already.
It's for me. You made me very happy. I was excited. Now I'm even more excited and lighter, like you say. So I love it. It's so nice that it works over the internet. Yeah. Couldn't be better than this. Yes. Thank you so much for sharing with us.
Just saying it, even how can it be better than that? Yeah. That's already an amazing question to ask the universe, and inviting more.
True, correct. Thank you so much for being with us, Katherine and Sara.
Thank
It
you
was a
very
pleasure
much.
to have you, and have a wonderful night, and we'll keep in touch. And please post the link, yeah, with your page and everything that you do. Amazing. Looking forward for your book. Congratulations for the interview. No.
Thank you very much
You as well. Have a wonderful night. Take good care.